Greetings, everyone. The cat is out of the bag. And as you may know by now, I have decided to merge my business, Realty Partners, with eXp Realty. I started Realty Partners many years ago, and about 10 years ago, shifted the focus to building an agent-owned company that was very similar to eXp Realty in many respects. There were some differences, obviously, but there are more similarities than differences. And I've been watching eXp ever since they became a publicly traded company. And to be honest with you, I really liked what they were doing. I always hoped that they would be successful. So if we wanted to raise investment capital down the road, that would be an important aspect. And so secretly, I've always been a champion of eXp. I'm not a believer in competition other than competing with yourself. And there are many great companies out there. And I am a big believer in virtual business models, cloud-based business models. And so eXp obviously has been the trailblazer in that respect. They were the first cloud-based company, and they have grown now to be the only major brokerage that is profitable to start with, but also a company that has created amazing resources and opportunities for success that were beyond anything that I was able to provide to my agents. So why did I make a decision as a broker owner to join eXp, join forces with eXp, and move our agents over to eXp? And it really boils down to two things, and this message is primarily targeted at team leaders and broker owners. The first aspect is support, coaching, and training for our agents. And eXp has created a world-class infrastructure and environment for providing literally everything and anything that an agent could need or want in order to build a successful business, whether that means being a sole practitioner, whether it means growing a team, whether it means building a global mega team. The support is there. And there's a second component, though, and that is also the sponsor, the person bringing someone in the group that somebody is part of. And in the many, many years that I have watched eXp, the only negative that I've ever heard from anyone was that they signed up underneath someone, got excited, and that person was out of town, out of state. They never heard from them. They didn't get any kind of support or hand holding. A few years ago, I met Gogo Bethke and actually became a client of hers. I bought one of her training programs, and I was completely blown away by the depth and the quality of the program that she had put together. And I'm a big believer in personal development. I'm always learning. I'm always buying programs, going through trainings, going through seminars. My wife and I joined finally the Tony Robbins Platinum Partnership. That was a 20-year goal of mine. I saw Tony Robbins for the first time in 1992. And so I've invested a lot of money and time and energy in growth, and which, by the way, is the best investment that anyone can make. And so I was blown away by this young lady, and I've kept a very close eye on her, and I talked to agents, and here's what I found. A lot of agents knew of Gogo, and of course today she has incredible visibility. Pretty much every eXp agent knows about Gogo Bethke, and a lot of these agents regretted that they were not part of her organization. And if you're an agent with eXp, the only way to change sponsors is to leave the company, and you have to wait at least 6 months before you can rejoin. So that was the only, I've never had any eXp agent that is part of Gogo's team voice anything negative, as in, lack of training, lack of support. eXp has an amazing infrastructure, but Gogo has created on top of that a layer that just absolutely would blow anyone's mind, and I'll be happy to share it with you. So reason number one was the support, coaching, and training, which is so important. The reason I started Realty Partners is to empower agents, to help agents. You see me on social media. I post a training video every single day, literally have now for more than 2 years. And I love to train, I love to coach, I love to teach. I want to see people succeed, but there's only so much I can do by myself. And our company was very small, relatively speaking. So there's only so much we could do. And that was one of the most important aspects. The second one is, to be honest, brokerage profitability. If you're a team leader, or especially a broker owner, team leaders make money if you know what you're doing. Brokerages don't really make money. The larger brokerage gets, the smaller the margins are. Large brokerages have maybe a 3 to 5% margin. And most large brokerages are losing money, especially the publicly traded ones. And and so there are really three kinds of brokerages. There are brokerages that lose money. There are brokerages where the broker owner has to sell themselves, and I'm not a selling broker owner. And then there are brokerages that are profitable, where somebody can be an owner and run a business, but you got to have at least 35, 40 agents, and you spend so much time and energy not only recruiting the agents that you need to grow your brokerage and replace attrition, but also recruiting team members, managing the agents, managing the staff, managing the business. And it's very, very time intensive. And when you look at underneath the bottom line, what you get in return for that time, it honestly doesn't make any sense. With eXp, on a capping agent, which is basically roughly $2.7 million in production, first year, if they cap, I can make a $4,000 bonus. Moving forward, I can make $2,600 or thereabouts for every single agent that I bring into the business. And those are margins that simply do not exist when you run your own brokerage. So if you're running a brokerage right now and you're challenged with respect to profit margin, never mind the risk that you have, even if you are profitable, how much time are you investing and how much risk are you taking that could be used doing other things? And have a conversation with me. So I made a decision after 2 years. My only regret is, to be honest, that I didn't make that move sooner. Gogo and I talked about almost 2 years ago in November of 23. And at that time I decided, I don't want to do it. I want to, stay my course. And a lot of that was ego. It was not about what was in the best interest for my pocketbook or for our agents, to be completely honest, especially now that I had a chance to look behind the hood and see really all the amazing things that eXp has to offer to its agents. So I'm excited, I'm proud, I'm super, super pumped to make this move. It's going to free me up, first of all, more than half of my time, which I can now use to not only support other agents, but also build our other business, which is Cloud Title, which is about to take off. And if you are, again, a team leader or a broker owner, or even just an agent, and you're thinking about, maybe I need to make a move, maybe I should take a look at something else, direct message me, call me, contact me. I'll be happy to have a conversation. I'll be completely open, honest, and transparent. And, maybe a move joining, me and Gogo at eXp Realty is the right move for you. Maybe it's not. I'll tell you exactly what my thoughts and feelings are. But options are important. Things are changing so dramatically right now, as you know, with the advent of AI. And unless you have the capacity to fully implement all of these changes into your business and to add value to your agents, you're going to be left behind. And so here is an opportunity for you to make that pivot. I'm glad that I did. And again, feel free to DM me. My name is Thomas Heimann, former CEO and founder of Realty Partners, which is an Inc. 500 company. So it was not a small company, but I decided to make the shift and join eXp Realty and Gogo Bethke. And I invite you to take a look at it if you're thinking about making a change. Thank you so much and have an amazing day.